Hello, my name is Tony Carbino. I'm a senior biomedical engineering student, and I've had the great pleasure of working with Macedonia FACE as part of this year's cohort of Community Engagement Scholars. Macedonia FACE is a community-based nonprofit that encourages the development of healthy families. With a variety of programs that cater to all ages, FACE is committed to addressing the disparities that impact African American families around the Hill District. While I wore many hats during my time at FACE, my work allowed me to engage with individuals and families of all different backgrounds. With my Lifeline calls, I connected people to immediate resources such as housing, rent, and legal assistance. Through the Feeding the Families program, I helped distribute crockpots, gift cards, and recipes for families facing food insecurity. At the Senior Center, I facilitated meal distribution and activities like painting classes. Through this work, I got firsthand exposure to the systemic injustices underscoring poverty, racism, and health disparity in Pittsburgh. Moreover, my experiences challenged me to examine and question my place in the unjust system in which I operate. Hearing the stories of the folks I got to work with at FACE was humbling at times. I was forced to grapple with my privileges and examine how I can leverage them to promote equity in my community. I learned a lot about intersectionality, or the concept that all of our privileges and disadvantages in social categorizations stack together. My work with Feeding the Families played a big role in my understanding of root causes, or the complex conditions that lead to systemic injustice. Furthermore, my time delivering food supplies helped me recognize the interplay between charity and justice. I learned that addressing the immediate needs of those marginalized in my community should be balanced by a commitment to driving systemic changes on a policy level. Lastly, my time engaging with the senior citizens bolstered my ability to form authentic relationships. Through my work with the art classes, I've learned that authenticity requires me to meet others where they are and engage in thoughtful listening and honest conversation. Ultimately, my work with FACE has inspired me to not only be a conscious citizen, but an agent of change who uses spirit and service to promote equity in my community. My time with the Hill District community has inspired me to look into the faces of those impacted by systemic oppression and injustice. Before my time with CES, I maybe wouldn't have thought to examine all the root causes behind issues like food insecurity. Now I can holistically discern the effects of my actions on my community. Macedonia FACE has taught me that meaningful social change can be practically fostered in my encounters with others. Instead of overlooking problematic speech or performative action, I'm inspired to speak up clearly and respectfully. Going forward, I can use my understanding of intersectionality to be less judgmental and more curious of others. In the healthcare setting, I can apply these skills to help bridge the gap between technology, provider, and patient. We live in a big world, and I know that my time with CES is just the beginning. While I have much more to work on, this program has given me a foundation rooted in authentic relationships as a means to be more open to the spirit and walk with those on the margin.